The defense will take the penalty.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
It's first down now, right around 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Look at the signal. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle. Well, he's in the NFL because of this, because this guy can break tackles. Good job on that play.
Second down now.
Let's go.
They're going to run it on the toss. McCoy is tackled right at the 42.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
LaShawn McCoy is in the backfield. They motion the receiver around to the other side. 3rd and 4. McCoy's got the toss, secures the football. They're in punting formation. The punt is kicked out of bounds. The Texans getting set to take over again on offense. They'll be trying to pick it up right where they left off with their last drive that ended in a touchdown.
Yeah, they're throwing the football well. And I'll tell you, I've been covering this game a long time. There's still nothing prettier than seeing a quarterback drop back and throw a perfect spiral down the field and watching guys catch it. That was a work of art the last drive.
Mason's tackled right at the 20.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd and 4. Mason's going to take the handoff now. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Catch made. Carter's tackled down after a gain of 10. That's his first reception today. Mason, the lone setback this time. A foot race to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run. That touchdown has them sitting pretty as the first quarter winds to a close.
Wow, something sitting pretty, something I've never done. But, I'll do the best I can. That's all I can do, Jim. But, hey, the offense, the team, they're so sharp. What a job by them so far, and they got a nice lead here.
The point after try is in the books. The Texans getting ready to kick it off. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Bills have it at the 24. McCoy up the middle. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Second down, 3 to go. McCoy's taking the handoff, and that'll be a gain of about 2. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run. This play call is for the fullback, and that's a gain of 9. First down at the 42. Another carry here. McCoy taken down after a gain of 4.
McCoy is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
2nd and 6 coming up. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day. At the 45-yard line.
The defensive line now spreading out. I think they want to try to pressure the quarterback.
Looking at every option. The Bills now move the chains. Quarters formation here for the defense. The Bills will take the snap from the 30. Into the open. Ball is out. They recover their own fumble.
One thing coaches hate when their offense is on the field is fumbling the football. Because a lot of times it's just bad fundamentals. But they're lucky this time. They have the fumble. They're able to get on top of it.
After nearly turning it over, it's 2nd down. Let's go. Will go ground. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Well, you get a couple first downs on a drive. It just, of course, it makes you feel good about what you're doing. It loosens up the offensive play caller, and there's nothing like dictating to the defense. I love it.
The Bills come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
First down at the 18. Pass is intercepted. An open lane. Going to take it the distance. The 20. The 10. Inside, and he's home for the touchdown.
What a catch. What an interception. And not only that, take it all the way. Touchdown. You talk about deflating for an offense. Oh, shoot. That gets close to making them quit.
The Bills are ready to return the kickoff. And now Johnson. The Bills offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
He'll take the snap from the gun to Williams. Has the first down. Now looking for more.
Well, when you got 4 defensive backs playing deep, you are going to have a lot of wide open space underneath. We saw at that time another easy completion for the quarterback and receiver.
First down, offense readying for the snap. The Bills will come out in the pistol.
Get ready.
To the ground. McCoy taken down.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
After running it, it's second down. McCoy lines up in the backfield. Here's the give to LaShawn McCoy. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day. First down here after the run. McCoy solo back set. Could have been intercepted that time by Moore. Failing to complete that one, so second down here.
You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
They'll go shotgun here. And it's hauled in by Edelman. And that's a gain of maybe 5. That's reception number 4 for him. The Bills now inside the 20. A week ago, they converted time and time again inside the red zone.
Look at the defensive line. Everybody's spreading out. I think they're going to try to pressure the quarterback.
Williams is lined up as the single back. The quarterback motions the wide receiver.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting to run right up the middle.
Coming up to the line at the 11. The Bills with an empty backfield look here from the gun. And he's thrown to the ground.
That's what all defensive coordinators love to see. When they don't have to blitz and one of their defensive linemen gets a sack without any blitzing.
LaShawn McCoy is in the backfield. And he's going to slide feet first.
Good job that time by the quarterback sliding. The team, you are valuable to them throwing the football, not running. Slide before you take that hit.
It's third down coming up.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
From the shotgun. McKinney's the one who brings him to the ground. A short field goal try on the way. And he puts it through for 3.
Yeah, that was a good job that time by the defense. They were bending. They did not break. And all they did was give up a field goal.
And he'll start his return. Space to work. Pure determination. What a run. Touchdown.
When you get a kick return for a touchdown, a lot has to happen. One, it takes talent by the kick returner, but look at all the good blocks we saw down the field and the speed of the kick returner. Touchdown.
It's good. The Texans ready to kick it away. Watkins going to test the coverage here. And he's met head on right there at the 20. The Bills offense is set to take over once again. They moved the ball well last time. Right down the field they went, but they could not get it into the end zone, winding up with only a field goal.
Yeah, but their confidence has got to be high. All the good things they did. We saw some good passing, some good running, good offensive line play. I like where this offense is at right now.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. The defense gets the sack. 2-minute warning. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. First down at the 24. Finds through contact. And a flag comes out. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense.
Well, that's a good job of the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Launches it down the field. And they can't connect.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
Second down after the incompletion. An extra tight end on the field for this one. The wide receiver in motion. Here's the toss. McKinney's in on the tackle.
Well, it's third long. I'll just say this. Be very careful on the offensive side.
They're in the hurry-up mode.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
I think you have to hand it to the front seven, Phil, whether it's the schemes, the calls they're making at the line of scrimmage, whatever. They played an almost flawless first half of football.
They sure did. And when you talk about defense, it always comes down to the front seven. They got to stop the run, and can they pressure the passer? If you do those two things, those defensive backs, trust me, they're going to play well, and it's been an outstanding effort by the defense so far.
The Texans will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays. It keeps the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see them march down here and score again.
First down at the 44. Looking long. But it's incomplete.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Second down following that incompletion. Mason lined up in the backfield. Knocked down as he fires it.
Defense, play the situation. It's third and long. Don't let a receiver get behind you and make a catch to pick up the first down. Keep it in front of you, and then let them catch it and come up and make the tackle.
Amaro's a receiver all the way out to the right. Snapping out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped. And that's a 3 and out for the offense. All set to punt here. This will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive play.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
Yeah, that's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
On the money. Gains 18.
Well, but there's under 2 minutes to go. Good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He steps out of bounds to stop the clock.
The Bills come out in the pistol. First down at the 38. This play will hold up. He's inbounds. That's his first reception today.
A lot of teams will play this 3-deep defense, cover 3, because they want to make the quarterback throw the football towards the sidelines and down the field to get those completions. Good job by the QB that time.
Coming to the line at the 40-yard line. This play set up by the long gainer. And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. The Bills are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Going for the deep ball, and it's incomplete.
Got to give the secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Third down now. The Texans with a nickel look here on defense.
Let's go.
There's a flag right there. The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up. The Bills, 1 timeout remaining. First down here. The Bills will go with the pistol on this play.
Well, let's go.
Has it right on the sideline, inbounds.
What we're seeing so many times now in this league is the tight ends are getting so good that they have to condense the pass coverage to make sure they stop them, and it's opening up the wide receivers to have a better chance to catch the football.
They come to the line, and it's first down.
Defense crowd the line of scrimmage. Look out, this could be a blitz.
Underneath and incomplete that time.
Man, the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
Second down here. Press coverage all the way. Ready for intermission. First, one more play. That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. Power surge for 6. Touchdown.
Not everybody's able to run the football in near the goal line for scores anymore in the offense. It's just too hard. But this offense, tough. The offensive line, give them credit. They gave the running back enough room, and he got in there for the score.
Takes off from the 5. He's got some daylight. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
You can never talk enough about special teams in the NFL. It truly is a third of the game. And when you get a kick return for a touchdown, that just gives you so much momentum. Look at the blocks. Look at the speed of the returner. Great job. Leads to a touchdown.
The second half kickoff is a comeback in the cards in this one-sided affair. And a flag is down. No one's going to get him now. The 30, the 20, the 10.
He's in for the touchdown, but hold on a minute. There's a flag down. There's a flag away from the football.
When you get a kick return for a touchdown, a lot has to happen. One, it takes talent by the kick returner, but look at all the good blocks we saw down the field and the speed of the kick returner. Touchdown.
The Texans will approach this play from out of the pistol. First down at the 19. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
This is an awesome job by the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the offense. Just keep picking up those first downs. You got a big lead here in the second half. Keep that clock running.
Amaro set now. Split out wide to the left. First down at the 38. And that's a 2-yard gain.
Mason's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8. Getting away from the pressure. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. Advancing it now inside the 40. Here's the first snap after the big play. We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Reaches up high for it, and he's got the catch. How about how high he went up in the air to get that one?
Unbelievable job that time, and again, that's part of every offense now in the NFL. It wasn't like that when I played. We didn't have guys that could go up and make catches like that. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
The blowout continues. Another touchdown. This team looks possessed coming out of the half and extending the large lead.
Yeah, they are playing with some serious fire in the belly. No question about that. I love just the attitude. They're being so aggressive on the offensive side with their play by the offensive line and the play calling by the coach.
Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Bills offense trots out onto the field looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Intercepted! Breaks out of that one. It's wide open. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
Well, when you study the offense and you know what they're going to do, you're able to make plays like that. You time the interception perfectly, you make the catch, and you take it all the way back to the score.
The Texans are ready to kick it away. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Bills offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
McCoy's tackled down after a gain of 7.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Texans defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense.
Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
So after that last incompletion, it is 3rd and 3.
Get ready.
Ball's picked off. You thought maybe this offense would have come out of the locker room a little more focused, Bill, but they come out and continue with their mistakes. This time a pick.
I think they have the focus, Jim. I just think it's the fact that they're playing a very good football team. This offense, they're young. They need more experience. So just keep playing, and times will get better. Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
From the gun. He's wide open for the grab. Moncrief's met at the 23. That's his 4th catch of the day. Just 23 yards to the end zone. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Out of the gun. Jason Morrow makes the catch.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
Mason's handed the football.
Jim, when you look at the situation right here, you have a big lead. You're down near the goal line ready to score. And what you do to be a good sport, you just line up, you try to score, but you do it with a running play.
2nd and goal from the 3. He's hit as he throws it.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action. Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
Quarters formation here for the defense. 3rd and goal at the 3. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
That time on 3rd and short, the offense throws the football. That just shows you no faith in their running game. Didn't think they could move the defense back, so they throw it, and the pass is incomplete. Now it's 4th down.
And he converts here on the field goal try.
Jim, they get the field goal there that time, and it keeps the momentum on their side. It's positive energy. It makes you feel good. Now we'll see if the defense can carry it on.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Bills just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Locked it on his way. Moore's there to make the stop.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Stands in the pocket. Play with the reception. Mark him down for another reception.
One of the better talented tight ends in the NFL. He makes that catch just right in stride and gets a nice catch.
All set up now at the 21. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. McCoy taken down.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
Going for the home run. Third down. The Bills need to get to the 11 to pick up a first down. Here comes the wide receiver in motion. That is just a killer. Delay of game against the offense.
Something you can control. Snapping the football before the play clock runs out. The quarterback's got to read the defense, make sure his guys are aligned, and also watch the play clock.
3rd and 13.
The catch is made by Edelman.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short, defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a 4th down.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
McCoy. The Bills turn the ball over on downs.
The Bills go for it on 4th down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Texans have done a whale of a job taking their halftime lead and adding a whole lot more to it here in the 3rd quarter.
And they're just doing everything we saw them do in the first half. Just dominating the pace of play and just being more physical than the defense.